Consider growing a single flower from a seed. Plant the seed in a pot. Talk to it every morning as you water it. In time, a small shoot will appear, and then a beautiful flower will bloom. The flower will grow each day, each hour, each minute, and you will take notice of the changes. In the world of nature, every day is a new day. As humans, we have a tendency to fixate on the past. But when you grow a flower from seed, you become aware that nothing and no one can remain in the same place. A Zen lifestyle is one that is constantly in contact with nature. We perceive the life that dwells within the nature and experience ourselves as part of it. A sense of well-being and peace of mind springs from that awareness. We live in a time of constant information, available anytime and anywhere. But in such a world, we have all the more reason to maintain proper on and off switches. This is why distinctions are so important. Try erecting gates in your mind. When the work day is over and you arrive back at the first gate, it's important to leave work behind. What's left is time to relax. To enjoy your home life, this is surely the best way to relieve stress. In Japan, when the new year begins, we pay our first visit to the shrine. There is a ceremony to pray for good fortune throughout the coming year. Good fortune brings with it more good fortune. Misfortune attracts further misfortune. All the more reason to make a proper start. This applies to work as well. For instance, you unexpectedly get a new job. If you make the most of this opportunity and throw yourself into the work with all you have got, it can lead to yet another job opportunity. If you appreciate good fortune when it first comes to you, it can bring a succession of more good fortune. The opposite is true with misfortune too. Cut off misfortune when it begins, and make sure to take advantage of good fortune. That is the secret to a good life. There is a Zen saying about samadhi, the state of intense concentration, achieved through meditation, ichigyo zanmai. It means strive for just one thing, rather than branching out into this, that, and what have you. Focus your attention on just one thing. This is the way to gain satisfaction and fulfillment. And of course, if what you really crave is omuhayashi, everything is constantly in flux. There are changes as we age and changes in our surroundings. There is nothing to fear in these changes. A supple mind accepts change and is not attached to the past. Rather than lamenting change, it finds new beauty and hope in it. That is a life to which to aspire. Try picking up a stone by the side of the road. Touch it and notice what it smells like. Stones have a front and a back, each with a different feel. You may think that stones have no scent, but mountain stone smells like the mountains and sea stone smells like the sea. Details like these are all around you. Take an interest in them, using your senses to notice variations in nature. Hone your senses so that you won't miss even the slightest changes. Practicing Zen monks generally rise every day at 4 in the morning. In Zen, we refer to wake up time as shinrei or bell ringing because it is announced with a handbell. The monks wash and then at 4:15 they begin the morning zazen. We call this kyoten or dawn. Bedtime is at 9 in the evening. We get 7 hours of sleep. We lead a very regular lifestyle. Why do Zen monks live this way? To make them attuned to subtle changes in the mind and body. When you maintain a regular lifestyle, you are able to notice the slightest changes. If you want to change yourself, first it is important to develop an awareness of any shifts within. You might be able to do something today that you were unable to do yesterday. Your mood today may not be same as it was yesterday. By making observations from a fixed point, you are able to see yourself as you really are. This is also how you can hone your mind and body, by taking good care of both. Conscientious living begins with early to bed, early to rise. This is the secret to a life of ease and contentment. The essence of Zen is in the beauty of simple things. There is beauty to be found in things that are stripped of everything that is unnecessary and that are without ornamentations. In a building, for example, beauty might be found in the structure or the raw materials. Needless ornamentation would destroy its essential beauty. This is how we see things. Appreciate the basic materials or ingredients no matter what they are. It is a simple way to hone both your mind and your lifestyle. Knowledge and wisdom, they may appear to be the same, but they are not. Things you learn either at school or on your own, this is knowledge. Wisdom, on the other hand, is what you know from actually putting these things to use. Both knowledge and wisdom are important for living a happy life. You must not privilege one over the other. Keep them in balance. See as much as you can, feel as much as you can, and make sure to think with your own head. There is abundance not in the accumulation of things, but in knowing how to use things well. Try seeing things in different ways, so as not to bound by just the proper way. In Zen, we say, all things come from nothingness. These words apply especially to human nature. We are all born naked, that is, without any possessions, absolutely nothing. Looking at it another way, you could also say that it is precisely when we have nothing that our potential is unlimited. And it is within this nothingness that we can find infinite possibilities. Or, as we say in Zen, within nothingness there is infinite potential. There is capability within all of us. No one has zero potential. The question is, how do we unleash it? For those who feel stuck or that they have lost their conviction, the answer is to boost your belief in yourself. Your capabilities have yet to be fully realized. If you make an effort to unleash more of your potential, you will see a breakthrough. You will believe in the possibilities within yourself. Life doesn't always go smoothly. Our efforts sometimes go unrewarded. Despite this, try to believe in yourself and do your best. Do not fear moving forward. We have a saying in Zen, experience for yourself hot and cold. It means that no matter how you try to explain the coolness or warmth of water, you cannot really know it without touching it. It's about the importance of first-hand experience. There are some things you can appreciate only when you do them yourself. When someone criticizes us, we immediately feel wounded. When something unpleasant happens, we cannot get it out of our head. What can we do to bounce back? One way to strengthen the mind is through cleaning. When we clean, we use both our head and our body. While what we learn from expending mental effort may be important, what our body learns from physical labor has a greater effect on mental strength. The practice of Zen Buddhism involves learning through physical labor. Zen monks wake up early in the morning and clean. When it's cold out, sweeping and wiping down everything with a damp cloth is difficult for everyone. But once we have finished, the moment we step into that neat and tidy space, we feel refreshed. You cannot experience this unless you have cleaned it yourself. Hard work and perseverance, some people frown whenever they hear these words. You may be wondering, what purpose do they serve? They serve your own. When we work hard with our head, heart and body, we cannot help but grow stronger. We become better equipped to respond to life with a supple mind. Observe nature attentively. Open your ears to nature's voice and get accustomed to its rhythm. This can lead to deep contemplation, which can help to make it apparent what should be done next. When work or interpersonal relationships are not going well, throwing yourself into finding a solution is one possibility. But there are times when waiting for the right moment can be better. Within the relaxed flow of contemplative state, we try to discover our own existence. It presents an opportunity to re-examine our everyday self. It is very important to make time for this kind of experience. Try sitting and having a dialogue with nature. By emptying our mind, we enable a state of nothingness. In the world of Zen, we call this mushiryo, or beyond thinking. It refers to a state in which we retain nothing within ourselves. Clear your head and look up at the sky, you will see the shifting of clouds. Empty your mind and listen actively. All around you are the various interwoven sounds of nature, the singing of small birds, the wind rustling fallen leaves. Even if you are in a city, there are still many sounds and scenes that evoke nature. Take in as much of this natural world as you can. By doing so, you will notice that you too are part of a nature. Even for just a few short minutes, try the Zen practice of Mushiryo, of going beyond thinking and non-thinking. You may be surprised by how much it can calm your mind and suffuse your entire body with tremendous power.